We saw in the previous video and reading material a classic model that introduces information security. However, we can go further. We can introduce more the scope of information security using a different model called RMIAS, the Reference Model of Information Assurance and Security, which was proposed in 2013 and has combined a number of different viewpoints or models that expand on the CIA. It is depicted in this diagram. This model can be used to enable new and existing students of information security to get an appreciation of the wider perspectives in this domain. Consider the different aspects we can see in this diagram. At a top level, we see there's a cycle and 4 quadrants. We can't see the detail at this level, so let's start at the top right and work round. Our first step is to consider the information that we are able to consider in an organization. This is referred to as the information taxonomy. They have form, paper or verbal or electronic, each located in different areas of our organization. They have a state which varies over time from creation through to destruction, and they can be classified by sensitivity, such as normal or official, secret, top secret, and perhaps by location. This is of course dependent on our context. The bottom right is an extension of the CIA triad. We now have the IAS octave, which stands for Information Assurance Security. In addition to confidentiality, integrity and availability, we see added accountability, which is an ability of a system to hold users responsible for their actions. Auditability, the ability to monitor actions by machines and humans. Non-repudiation. This is an ability of a system to prove the occurrence or non-occurrence of an event, such as sending an email. Authenticity and trustworthiness, where a system is able to verify identity and establish trust in the third party and in the information or services it provides. Privacy, where a system should obey privacy legislation and enable individuals to control, where feasible, their personal information. These are useful extensions to confidentiality, integrity and availability that allow us to be more effective in determining our security goals. The bottom left quadrant identifies what we can do as an organization. A set of security countermeasures. These are split into 4 key areas, and let's look briefly at these from top right through to top left. The first are technical solutions, and we can use a variety of techniques such as cryptography to protect our data on storage or in transmission, through to protecting the perimeter of our organization through firewalls and intrusion detection devices, as well as solutions to provide access control so only authorized users can access our organization. The next is legal, which is a set of requirements on us as an organization. We are subject to the laws in different countries that we operate in. Likewise, we are subject to regulations and we need to prove compliance to those regulations. We may also be subject to contracts and agreements that we have with various partners and stakeholders. The next is the human. We often say that the human is the weakest part of the security chain. Here we see key aspects that need to be considered, such as awareness, training and education, but it's also a matter of building a security culture, instilling people with motivation and developing an ethical framework. Lastly, we have the organizational, a set of key management procedural and strategic activities such as defining policy, processes and procedures, and determining compliance through audit. At the heart of this are people. We work within the technical, legal and organizational elements of our workplace to achieve our business requirements. The last quadrant in the top left identifies the security development lifecycle, composed of 5 aspects: security requirements gathering, security design, security implementation, security monitoring and management, which typically loop through as a system evolves. until we break out of the cycle with secure retirement of a system. The next set of readings help us cement our understanding of these different aspects. And in our final section this week, we then go on to consider the key knowledge areas that a security professional may need to be familiar with.